Okay, so they bought this 2014, 200,000, 202,000, and they've replaced the HVAC, they've replaced the water heater, they've replaced the roof. I mean, overall, they have kept up with it pretty well. But I mean, any house this age is definitely not going to be perfect, and there will be some things that I'll show you just to make sure you're aware. I wanted to get you a look on this side of the house since I didn't get to come out with no gate on this side. I'll point it out to you. There's a cracked window in the primary owner's bedroom. Looks like you've got some power out here, sprinkler, gutters, downspout. There's your power. Got a hose spigot on this side. So they're saying roof is from 2017. The water heater is 6 years old, replaced in 2020. And then the HVAC is 2021, but I think the HVAC is a little bit older than that. And you just have a few old windows, maybe some things that you guys would want to look at over time to ask them what their power bill is like. But this entrance is huge with these tall ceilings. So this is going to be your formal dining area. You do have a dine-in nook over here by the kitchen. And this is going to be your living area. And a little coat closet. Open this up and let you take a look. Very little coat closet. You have a gas fireplace. Let's go ahead and start with the owner's suite. What do you guys see? This is an interesting closet as well. You've got some built-ins here. I'm not really sure what they stored, but lots of storage in this house. And it looks like they've replaced the carpet at some point because it is, and there's not a lot of heavy traffic on it for this to be a 1990 home or an almost 2000 home. Okay, so windows, I pulled these blinds up because I wanted you to be able to see what you're looking at. One is right outside of the fence for your backyard, but if you can see that hairline right there, it's the only window that I've noticed that's cracked, but it's definitely going to show up on an inspection report. And with financing, could become an issue on the appraisal side of things. Then this window, of course, is on the back side of the fence, but you're staring at your pool pump. I think that one's good. I didn't notice any hairline cracks, but overall, tray ceiling, nice size. Get a lot of light over here. Looking at the pool. Okay. And then this will flow back into the ensuite. So you have double vanities, huge walk-in closet, garden tub, stand-up shower, linen closet, and a separate water closet. There's nothing back behind here, but you do have this tucked away. Older window, just looks like it's fogged pretty much in between the panes. Linen. And it's fiberglass, but pretty good size. So we're facing the front of the house. This is going to be back up to your driveway. Garden tub. I like that your vanities are split so you don't have to share one big counter space. Kind of spread out a little bit. Okay, this is going to be your walk-in closet. Good size. Wire racks, but they had an old ADT system in here. Carpet looks good. Okay. And then headed back out to the main living area. A lot of plant ledges and detail you'll see. You can back up at your front door. So your HVAC is actually in your garage, which is interesting. HVAC and water heater are both in your garage, which is nice. So if it ever leaks, it's outside of the house. But you do have tile in the common areas and then carpet in the bedrooms. So this will feed over to the laundry that goes to the garage. You do have a storage closet in here as well, but they've added some upper cabinets. Washer and dryer is going to stay with the house, so if you guys need those, they are including that in the purchase price. And you've got Kenmore for your washer and Frigidaire for your dryer. They just, I don't know that I want to mess with that. They don't seem new, but they might get the job done and save you having to move a set until you wanted to replace them. Okay, so this is your 2-car garage. They've got some storage in here as well. Cabinets over there, kind of a little workbench. So this is your HVAC I was telling you about. They say it's 2021, but I see 2019. And then your water heater. This is actually pretty big. Pretty big water heater. I don't see a date. But they say 2020 is whenever that got replaced. Electric water heater shut off over there. Let's see. It's nice to have that. Especially if you guys have some things that you like to store in your garage. Pull downstairs. This is just that side door I showed you in the other video. I'm gonna go ahead and lock that just in case. And we'll head back in. I'll show you the kitchen and the other 2 bedrooms. So they've replaced the appliances. I know the stove, the microwave, and the dishwasher are brand new. The dishwasher's not even installed all the way, but nice and clean. I mean, kind of self-explanatory. Very 1999 with all this tan. There's just tan cabinets, tan walls, brown laminate countertops. And at least it's clean. Can appreciate that. But a Medea, I'm not familiar with this brand. They haven't even installed it all the way. Sink. Might have a... Got a garbage disposal. That looks well kept. A GE fridge, a Medea stove. That is brand new, brand new. Who is this one by? I don't see a brand, like a logo on there, but I could ask. Fridge, just a side by side. And then your pantry. Kind of small. I wonder if you could use some mirror space in your laundry room if you needed to. Bay windows back here. This is going to be your dine-in nook area. And then you have that additional patio door right here. And these feel pretty easy to slide open. I should have opened up the one in the master bedroom, and I might go back and do it, but I did want you to know, even though they're a little bit older, it doesn't take an extreme amount of force to be able to get those open. If anything, locking them and unlocking them is a little bit more challenging. I've not tested that. I don't think that the gas is turned on because it's not being occupied right now, but I can ask. I just don't want to mess with it. And let me do this while I'm thinking about it, because So, older, yes. Well kept, I would say so. That's my opinion. I'm getting turned around. Maybe doing a little bit of grout work at some point. Back to your laundry room. Okay, this is going to be guest bedroom number 1. And this is probably the worst of the carpet. Just maybe a little bit of staining over here. Looks like your screen is busted on this side too. You can see that right there. Closet space, double doors. Pretty standard. This is going to be a linen closet. Nice size. And then the guest bathroom with double sinks. Shower tub combo. I don't know what they've done up there, if that was just poor workmanship or what, but kind of funky looking. Let me see. Doesn't even work. I don't see another switch. Okay. I don't know. Interesting. All right, and then the third bedroom or the second guest bedroom. This is a good size for a kid's room for sure. And then this looks outside of the lanai. Oh. So you do have a pool view on this side too. Closet space, about the same as the other guest bedroom. But I don't know. When they redid the flooring, I guess. Just didn't paint that baseboard. I don't know. But this is Corral. So you're working with over 2,000 square feet, just over 2,000. They are not in an HOA. Taxes were extremely cheap last year because I think that there are a lot of exemptions for this couple, and because of whenever they purchased it, it hasn't reassessed at a new purchase price. So that's also playing into it. But I will ask them average utilities and what they pay for insurance. Just wanted to show you this window. Again, just another window thing. I don't even know if you can tell, but it's kind of foggy. Maybe if I stand this way. It's just this pane right here in particular, like a thermal seal has been broken because so much clearer. And it looks dirty, but it's just fogged. Anyways, guys, this is Corral. I hope you got a good look. And if you have any questions or if you need me to come back and look at anything, once again, I'm happy to do so. And I'm going to get lights off and locked up here, and I'll send you this video in just a minute. Talk to you soon.